Okay. This is part one of my series, How to Argue with an Atheist. Again, or evolution, should I say. How to argue with evolution, which a lot of atheists follow. Alright. So, if you just hold on for 1 second, I'm sorry. Um, Sorry. I know in a couple of videos you always see me talking to my girlfriend, and that's her. Well, not really her. She just texted. Anyway, so one of the big things I want to talk about today would be this. The Big Bang is the first theory I want to knock out. They're simply called the law of circular momentum, okay, which states that if you're on an object, or you become thrown off an object, that at the same speed, in the same direction, you'll continue to go than you were as you were when you were on that object, a merry-go-round or something like that. It's one common thing I like to use is a merry-go-round because people understand as kids you probably fell off one before, so you know what I'm talking about. Now, so how I want to apply this to evolution, how they say that we started through the Big Bang. Okay. There's six planets and two stars that are rotating opposite direction. Now, I understand in cases well, like as if you jump off of a swing or something. Okay. The force of your movement is going to keep you moving upward for a minute or so. Not even a minute. Well, you know what I mean, though. And then eventually gravity is going to take you back down. Now, what I want to know is this. Is that if gravity is having an effect, which is one thing that I've heard, which is gravity having an effect on these planets that are, that are spinning in different directions, then how come doesn't seem to be any observable change in the speed that other planets are rotating? Okay. Now, what I also want to know is why it is that there seems to be, planets larger than Earth that are farther away. If you take, if you take a 5-pound ball and you throw it as hard as you can, and then you take a 10-pound ball and you throw that as hard as you can, the 10-pound ball isn't going to go as far. It's only going to go half as far as the 5-pound did. Okay, so what I want to know, there's planets that are like 2 or 3 times our size that are out there farther than we are. Now I know gravity has a better pull on them, so that may have something to do with it. But here's the difference: is the center of gravity is the sun. Okay, so with these planets being farther out than us, what I want to know is how did they get that much farther out than us that are bigger than us? And why is how we want them closer, obviously, and why is it that gravity isn't exactly isn't pulling us to rotate any slower speeds. It's not doing it for any of the planets or moons that are spinning opposite directions as us or anything. And that happens to be like a major problem I have with it. Law of kinematics basically states that you have to move at the same speed. Like if you're in an accident, that's kinematics at work. Okay, meaning that if the car is moving 90 miles an hour and you crash into a wall, right? Just to make this problem a little bit easier, then your body or your car is moving into the wall at 90 miles an hour. Your body moves into the car at 90 miles an hour. Your organs move into your body at 90 miles an hour. Okay. So the law of kinematics wouldn't really necessarily support the Big Bang either, because our rotations are different, our speeds are different. We have we're on different axis. I mean, they're not even like seeing witnessing Saturn. The rings around Saturn are getting any larger or anything. Everything is pretty much staying you know, where where it is, or where where it has been. Now, um, there's a problem I have, and North Star, I'm hoping that you see this video and you have some answers for me, because I would definitely love to hear them. Okay, we argue on a lot of different forms of evolution and everything else. Um, we've had some fun debates there, bud, and I just want to know what you think. I mean, you have this thing where you do this, so I'm gonna do it too. If you run into an evolutionist that doesn't support, obviously an evolution is not going to support creationism. We're not saying, oh, how can all this complex life come from one simple single cell? Okay, that's not what we're saying. We're asking is along the way, how is it that you have like a dog or something like that, and then evolve into a cat or something like that? Okay. You also believe that humans came into existence, depending on what kind of evolution you support, from water erosion on a rock. So, anyway, I'm gonna video response this video to you, and I want to know what you think. So, you can be part of this series, because I've got a couple other ones I want to hit on. So, I've commented on your how to debate an atheist or a Christian series. Now, you can um, comment on my how to debate an atheist series. And see, I get the feeling that you think I'm an uneducated person when I'm not. I don't have my master's degree like you do. I mean, I'm going for my doctorate, um, but I'm not uneducated. It's just you seem to try to play down the answers or the questions that I ask you. And I mean, if you look, I happen to think that you seem like a very brilliant person, and you're really funny. Don't get me wrong. I mean, at least out of your videos, I get entertainment. You are definitely a funny guy. But what I want to know is if you have any evidence to support your beliefs against what I just asked, solely based on the Big Bang. I want to know what you think, bud. So hopefully you can edify me with some good information, because I will be more than willing to look at it. I definitely will. Sub above, rate and comment below.